and Myrna prayed with them. Soon, all sound began to disappear like vacuum from Myrna's ears. She could hear no sound at all. She heard the woman's soft voice, as if from inside a seashell. Myrna thought she was imagining things. She was afraid to tell anyone. Since then, the door of the house has always been open. Thousands come every week. No one even needs to knock. This is where Myrna and Nicholas live. This is their home. But it is also the home of hundreds of people every day. They come to see the icon, to pray, to sing. Priests, nuns, and bishops. From that day to this, thousands of candles have been lit in this house and all over the world for the Virgin Mary. The light is getting brighter each year. All this, though, was only to prepare Myrna for the night of December 15, 1982. Here, Father Maluli will show what happened. Large numbers of the faithful were praying in front of the icon. Suddenly, Myrna felt something pulling on her arm. She was pulled upstairs to the roof terrace by an invisible hand. Father Maluli is showing the path she took. Trembling, Myrna kneeled with her face to the floor. When she raised her head, she saw a lady right in front of her, standing on this spot. She shined as if she were covered with diamonds. Myrna was afraid and ran away. 3 days later, on December 18, 1982, Myrna was again gently pulled to the roof. 10 people followed her. Myrna saw a large, luminous white globe. Inside was the same beautiful lady. Her dress and cape were made of white and blue light. In her hand hung a long rosary. She floated across the air above the street. A path of pure light appeared behind her. This time Myrna didn't run away. The Holy Mother spoke gently and slowly in classical Arabic.
My children, remember God, because God is with us. You know everything, and yet you know nothing. Your knowledge is an imperfect knowledge, but one day you will know everything as God knows me. Do good to evildoers. Do not treat anyone badly.
Myrna's father bent double to the floor and said loudly, Virgin Mary, don't deprive us of the oil, please. Myrna heard the answer, but her father didn't.
I gave you more oil than you asked for, and yet I shall give you something much stronger than oil.
Myrna's father asked Myrna, can you see Virgin Mary? Myrna confirmed, she's right here. Myrna reached out and touched the Virgin's foot through the long white dress. She could actually feel the softness of the top of her foot. It was real flesh.
Repent and believe. Remember me when you are happy. Announce my son Emmanuel. He who announces him is saved. He who does not, his faith is in vain. Love one another. I am not asking for money to be given to the churches, nor to be distributed to the poor. I ask for love. Those who distribute their money to the churches and the poor, but do not have love, are nothing. I shall visit homes more often, because those who go to church, very often they do not go to pray. I am not asking you to build a church for me, but a shrine. Give. Do not deprive anyone who asks for help.
Some people asked how they should build a shrine. On December 18th, Myrna got the answer. She heard a woman's voice, like in a seashell.
Make a niche outside the house. Take out one stone and put me in it.
And that is how the outside shrine came to be. On December 19, 1982, Samir Sayev was cured of polio. He could not walk. He now comes every week to pray before Jesus and the icon. That same day, 6 other men came on crutches and went away without them. A blind woman was cured. On December 31, 1982, His Beatitude Patriarch Ignatius IV Hazim officially approved the phenomena regarding Myrna and ordered the icon to be moved to the Greek Orthodox Church. On the eve of the move, on January 8th, at 11:37 p.m., Myrna again saw the Mother of God. She was crying. Myrna was also crying. Myrna screamed, "The Blessed Virgin is crying." The Virgin said to Myrna,
"It is all right."
Then she smiled and disappeared. The following day, thousands of the faithful marched to the Greek Orthodox Church in a short procession with the icon. There was no joy in their singing. Myrna was not happy. The bishop was taking away her icon. Thousands marched in the procession, singing songs and honoring Our Lady. There was no joy, and none of them were happy. The icon was placed next to a large column, and collection boxes were placed around it. The icon stopped pouring oil. However, a second identical icon placed in the niche outside the front door of the house began to pour out oil. The news went around fast, and the crowds continued to come to the house. Thanks and glory to Jesus, Son of Mary. On February 21, 1983, 2 Greek Orthodox priests brought the holy icon back to the house. Father Maululi prayed, "Virgin Mary, enlighten us."